It's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you ride it like we ride it with each other. Ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you ride it like we ride it with each other. Ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide. No, we slide. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking.
It's week 1 of the National Football League. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC North rivals. It's the Packers and the Lions, and it's all up next.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Ford Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, fingers crossed here. First quarter of the new season, already an injury. Well, they attend to him. We'll step aside. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And we're going to see this offense try to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver where he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker, because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised him and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
That's good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams, but it'll be 2nd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Here's Goff. His throw incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And taken right on the 30. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent. In week 1, do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. 3-0 after 1 on EA's. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Back to throw, Goff. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 26 yards. And the Lions have moved out in front. Extra point forthcoming. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner. And he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. On 2nd down, Dillon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And under the pressure. He's brought down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is gone. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we've reached halftime here on... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
On 1st down, Rodgers.
Slant route, he's got Dobbs.
Oh, what a juke into space. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, 71 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead here this third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here come the Lions now.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms are going over the middle. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They'll set up a throw.
He's got this, complete to Williams.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to the running game with Swift. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. You don't see that a ton, do you, with a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle?
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd and inches, Rodgers, left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back now at Ford Field. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. And this offense on third down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Goff's throw taken in by Chark. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Goff. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's right. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On second down, it's Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On the delay, Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On now is the Packers punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down 10-7, a little under a minute to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The veteran Rasul Douglas able to break that one up. Second and 10 now from the 27. Goff now to throw. And that's caught by Williams. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now it's gone. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
All right, you're still at least 30 yards from realistic field goal range. You want to get the ball to the 38, but preferably the 35 or less to give your guy his best shot at putting it through the posts.
Goff. And his throw is incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Goff. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season.